Light Church of Christ was raised when Central Philippine Bible College moved from Guadalupe, Cebu City to Luluan, Cebu. Through the leading of our missionary and founder, Mr. Nigel K. Pyle with his wife Lloyda Pyle, and with the great help of the faculty, staff, and students. It was July 2013 when we moved from the city and decided to rent David Livingstone Missionary Foundation Incorporated, which was just nearby the property. Northern Light Church of Christ, or NLCC, was developed when the team of Disciples Ministries realized that only little churches were found in northern Cebu. It was noticed that evangelism was needed, so the team and the students joined forces and went out to reach people. We rented David Livingstone Missionary Foundation for 3 years, and the time has come to end. It was another transition period. 9 years had passed when we moved to God's promised land. In short, we call it the property. It was a very long time of praying and waiting, and I can say that it was all worth it since everything happens in God's perfect time. It was such a great answered prayer when Mr. Nigel Pyle and the family decided to move and reside in New Zealand. Pastor Christopher Tawan was appointed as senior pastor with the coordination of Disciples Ministries members. For several years, NLCC became a laboratory of CPBC. 12 years later, the church has grown in numbers, big thanks to several ministries that have had taken place, namely the youth ministry, by having discipleship and youth group every Friday night. Basketball ministry, which has led to more basketball players attending and became the champion last week in the Interchurch League. It was an amazing unbeatable 7-0 match. Latest Vacation Bible School, which took place to 4 areas around Luluan, particularly in Villalara Subdivision, Mahayhay Hills, Tiltilan, and Kabangkalan, which had happened last May 13 to 21, 2025, with approximately 250 kids joined. Kids outreach and visitation was a prominent factor as to how the church grows with more members attending, especially with more or less 50 kids joining the Sunday service as well. All the more, the mentioned ministries were successful for the last 12 years. For 12 years of NLCC's existence, we had a total of 67 baptisms, proving God's faithfulness, and He helped us begin a good work. It was through God's goodness and greatness that He was able to lead His people and decided to come into His presence and seek Him more. We can prove the goodness of God by seeing the development that has been done in this place. God is always at work. He is never late, never early, but just on time. He truly does a good work in us, and we are expected to do everything He planned for us. As passage in the Bible says, "When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen." We need to believe that even at times, we are struggling in different aspects of life. The threat that life gives us is quite overwhelming, but we have to be faithful as the one we look up to is faithful. This property is still facing great battles and challenges as the local government has to expropriate the land and has been offering a land swap, and still on the process for the development and operation of CTU. We are still hopeful that God's provision and preservation be upon this place. We have to remember that whenever we face insurmountable challenges, we can turn to the all-powerful Creator God. His strength and renewal can help us face our fears to do even the impossible. God is teaching us to be patient through prayer and faith because He knows what's best for us. He is in control and that He has a plan even in the despair to overtake us as we continue our journey. If we remain faithful unto Him, we will see His purposes and blessings unfold as we receive all the abundance and rewards He has for us. Truly, God's plan and work will always prevail. May God bless us all.